Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my May 2020 haul. Before we get into the video though, I do want to address the situation again. I'm probably going to be doing this in most of my videos until something is actually done. I want to talk about George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement that is happening right now. I think it is very important to educate yourself, and if you are not a person of color, if you are not Black, I think it is important to fight for them and stand up for minority groups that are typically looked down on. Hey guys, editing Emily here. I wanted to come in here and clarify what I just said because I realized that taken out of context, it makes it sound like I'm saying that people of color and minority groups aren't able to fight for themselves. I do not think that. I personally, in my own life, know so many people of color and so many people who belong to minority groups who are so strong and who are fighting for this issue and doing something about it. The point that I was trying to make here is that we need to use our privilege to help protect people of color and minority groups who are fighting for this issue, to protect them from the police at protests, to protect them from getting attacked online from people who are racist. That is what I meant. I was not trying to say that people of color and minority groups are weak. That is not what I meant at all, but I realized as I was editing this that it sounded that way. So I just wanted to come in here and interject, and I wanted to leave it in so that that point could be made, but also add this little note that what I meant is that we should try to protect people and so they can continue their fight with ours. So I am going to link some resources in the description box below, and hopefully you will all take time to donate if you can, sign petitions, try to get something done about this issue, attend protests if you are able to, and I truly think that if enough people fight for this issue that something will be able to be done about it. So I did just want to give that little disclaimer. Again, I will have some resources linked down below in the description bar. And with all that being said, let's jump into the May haul. I've been doing these monthly hauls for a few months now, and I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do it. Today, I'm going to be trying something a little bit different, and I'm going to start with everything that is non-makeup related and end with the makeup items. So, the first thing that I got this month was a pair of plain black jeans from American Eagle. They have no rips in them, nothing. They are just completely plain, completely black, and I actually bought them because earlier this month I did have a job, and it was at a large store, a large grocery retail store that is very popular across the United States. It was awful. I know that a lot of people hate their jobs, but when I tell you the amount of racism that was at this job was insane. They weren't honoring my availability or the hours that I could work, so unfortunately I had to quit this job. But I bought those jeans for this job that I had because you can only wear plain jeans with no rips in them, no leggings, nothing. So I think I had like 3 pairs of jeans that were not full of rips, so I had to start buying some more, and luckily that ended before I had to buy like 84 more pairs. So the next thing that I got is a t-shirt from Boohoo, and I think it is just called the Celestial shirt. I think it is the cutest shirt ever. It is very space themed, very like space spiritual, I want to say. I thought it was adorable, so I picked that up this month. And I also got a pair of culottes from Boohoo, but for some reason I ordered them like 3 sizes too big, so they are very big on me. And my boyfriend actually stepped into like one of the pant legs and like wore it as a dress, so they are quite stretched out now. But I'm not sure if we took the tags off of them or not. I don't think so. So I may be returning them. If not, I definitely want to try to make them work because I hate wasting things and letting money go to waste. So I'm going to try to make these culottes work, but they are just like a light tan jersey cloth material, and I really enjoyed them. They are super comfortable, but they are just so big. Something that I finally got this month was my Julia Mazzucato Flower Child merch. I ordered it 2 months ago. The way that the company works that she does her merch through, it's just like kind of an odd setup, so it took a while to get here, but I finally got it. I think it is so cute, and I've been wearing the crap out of this sweatshirt. I did have one skincare item this month, and I do not have it here with me because it's like 2 floors above me and I didn't want to like go all the way up there and get it, but I picked up the Fresh Soy Face Wash, and I have been loving it. At first, I did have a few extra breakouts when I switched from the one that I was using to the Fresh one, but that's pretty expected when you start a new face wash. Your skin has to kind of get used to and adjust to this new formula that's going on it. But after the, like, for real, I think it was like a 3-day adjustment period, and after that adjustment period, it's been working really great. I love it. It doesn't dry my skin out. It's very nice. The only thing I do have to say about it is that it is a little bit more expensive, so I'm not sure if I will be repurchasing it yet. I think I have to use it some more to see how it really works after a longer period of time to determine if I will be rebuying it, but so far I've really been enjoying it. I have a book subscription. It's called Book of the Month, and every month you pick from 5 books and you can get a book. It's like $10. Shipping is free, and every month also you get a credit. So each month you can get your book and then a free book, basically. May was my first month doing this subscription, so I only have 1 book, but next month I will be showing you 2. And I'm only about halfway through this book. It is called Happy and You Know It by Laura Hankin, and it is really good. It is a really cute book, but I think this book subscription is such a good deal because it says here the retail price for this book is $26, but I literally got it for like $10.49. It's a really good deal, and it is so good. It is genuinely funny. Like, it makes me laugh out loud, and I have a very large book collection, and I used to be an avid reader, like reading constantly. I would not go somewhere without having a book with me to read on the car ride, and my family would always joke that when I grew up I was gonna be a librarian because that's how much I loved books, and I still loved books, but the past like 4 years throughout high school I just felt like I never had time to actually sit down and read. So I've been trying to read again because I have this huge book collection. I buy books all the time and then just never read them. I've been trying to like force myself to read again and to fall in love with reading again, and so far it is working. I am obsessed with this book, and this is a really great subscription. Clearly this video is not sponsored. I just think it is a really great subscription, and the value is really great too, because if you do use your credit from the previous month to get a free book for the next month, then you are getting 2 books and you are basically just paying $5 for them. The books are all new releases, and they have 5 different genres to pick from each month, and this one I think is like contemporary fiction, but they're also like just very nice books. Like, it's a hardcover with the sleeve, and it comes with a little bookmark, and it's just a really great subscription. So if you are trying to get into reading again, or you are just an avid reader already, I highly recommend this Book of the Month subscription. The last non-makeup related items, there's actually 12 of them, is I recently bought a little set, I don't know what to say, of a starter kit, a little starter kit of herb seeds, because I've been wanting to grow my own herbs for a while. Because here's the thing, me and my boyfriend like to cook dinner together, and we like to try out like new recipes, and usually recipes will call for like cilantro, parsley, and it's like not to go in it, it's just to sprinkle on top. And when you go to the store and you buy cilantro, you can only buy it, at least the store that's closest to us, the only one that we go to, you can only buy it in these like huge bundles, and then so much cilantro goes to waste. So I was like, I want to grow my own herbs so that if this recipe is like, and then garnish with some cilantro, I can just walk over, pick some cilantro off my little plant, wash it off, and then garnish with that, right? And obviously this was also heavily inspired by Desi Perkins and her little Perkins produce thing. I think that family is perfect, and I want to be them. So this is like a good way to start. So I ordered a 12-pack of a little starter kit of herbs and some little pots, some dirt, and I was looking at them this morning. I have them sitting in windows in the little area in our basement, and I noticed that like 3 of them have sprouted, and it made me so excited and so happy because I planted them literally like 3 days ago, and these plants are already starting to sprout and grow. And I think it was mustard seed, basil, and something else that chives. Mustard seed, basil, and chives. They've already sprouted and I'm so excited to grow these little plants. So I will have inserted clips for you guys so you can see my little project that I've been working on. Next, let's move on to makeup. The first thing that I want to talk about in the makeup category is it's like beauty related. It's not makeup, but I picked up these Sephora face razors. I've heard a lot of people say that these Sephora ones are really, really good. I shave my face, like I feel like so many girls do, and I'm not ashamed to say that, but I think I am going to try shaving like my entire face because these actually are really great razors, and it comes in a little 3-pack. I think they were like $6. They were very cheap, and I've only used them once so far, but I could tell after that first use that these are going to be really great. I have 2 little mini things that I got as Sephora Point Perks this month. The first one is the Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Face Dewy Color in the shade Sweet Peach Peony, and I've been really enjoying this so far. The formula is really nice. It's kind of almost too light to be a blush for me, but I have used it on my lips and I did like a monochrome look with it, I think in a recent Get Ready With Me, and I do really enjoy it. The formula is a little bit sticky, which was a little odd to work with at first, but I got used to it and I figured out my favorite way to apply it, which is with my fingers. I definitely want to try out a few more things from Nude Sticks because this product I think is fantastic. And then I also got the I also got the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick Color in the shade Amethyst, and I did also do a look with this recently. I have heard so many people talk about these for such a long time, and I've really wanted to try it. So when I saw that they had a little mini as a Sephora Points perk, I definitely picked it up because I wanted to try it, and I think this color is really pretty. It's a nice cool toned taupey purple shade, and I did a look with it using my Colourpop Milan palette, which I also will be talking about in a moment, and I've really been enjoying this so far. All this makeup, by the way, you will see in a couple weeks in a product mini review video. I also picked up the Sephora Tinted and Cooling Eye Primer. This is the shade Shimmer Taupe, and I picked this up because first of all, the name really intrigued me, that it was a cooling eye primer. I want anything cooling on my eyes, and I also thought that this would be really nice to just kind of throw on and blend out with my finger for a little bit of shimmer, throw some bronzer in the crease, and I thought it would be like good for like when I start back at school in the fall, and just like a very quick makeup look, and I was very right. I want to actually pick up the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ritz and compare it to this, because what I have seen from people using that is that it kind of seems very similar to this, and I know that this is a swatch, so it's not the best way to show it to you, but I do want to test those against each other to see if they compare. I picked up a few things from the Colourpop Mulan collection back in March, and then, you know, we were in a pandemic, so they never shipped out, which I totally understand. Obviously, I would want the workers to be as safe as possible, and recently Colourpop finally started shipping out orders again, so I received my package. In my next Get Ready With Me, I am going to be featuring these products, but I'm going to show them to you. I did pick up the palette, and I have used it a few times. I think this is the most beautiful artwork I have ever seen. I picked up the palette, I've used it a few times. It's really nice so far, and I'm excited to play with it some more. It has one side that's more cool toned, one side that's more warm tone, and I just really enjoy it so far. I picked up a blush. This is in the shade Good Luck Charm, and it is this really kind of neutral peachy color with some gold shimmers running through it. And I picked up the lip gloss in the shade Phoenix. This is the Luxe Gloss formula, and this is the first Luxe Gloss from Colourpop that I have tried, and it is a very interesting formula. I will talk about it more in the Get Ready With Me, but I'm not actually quite sure how I feel about it yet. And then I also picked up the lipstick in the shade Hua Mulan, and this is a really gorgeous lipstick. I've worn it a few times. It is a nice kind of cool toned pink lipstick, and it's just beautiful. From Ulta this month, I picked up the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and I've really been enjoying it. It's like a fiber mascara for your brows, so the way that I've been using it is filling in just the tail ends with a eyebrow pencil and then putting this through my entire brow, and it makes them very fluffy, and it has little fibers in it, which also adds to the fluff factor, so I've really been enjoying that. And then in the same order, I also picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set Setting Spray, and I've really been loving this so far as well. It doesn't actually make you look ridiculously over the top dewy, and that may be because I personally use a little bit of a lighter hand when I apply this because I'm scared of going overboard. It is super refreshing and it smells delicious when you're spraying it on your face, so I've really been enjoying this. And I grabbed the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. I have the shade Porcelain, and I picked this up on Karima McKimmy's recommendation, and I've loved it. I'm wearing it today. It is the foundation that I currently have on, and it is a really good everyday foundation, which, as I said in my most recent video, which was the products that YouTube made me buy, it kills me that this is really good for an everyday foundation because it is so expensive. I think it's up in the $60 range. I will have to double check on that, but it's expensive. And then the very last thing, which I personally have been using non-stop because it is my favorite makeup product that I have picked up this month, that is the Natasha Denona Safari palette. And Sephora recently, I think it might have been a Labor Day, no, I think it was a Memorial Day sale, I could be wrong. They had so much stuff on sale on their website, so I picked this up and I got it for half off. The retail price on these I think is $129, and this I grabbed for $64.50, I think. That's a really great price, especially considering that this is the bigger Natasha Denona palette. She has like 4 different sizes of palettes. They're all very expensive, but I was very excited that I was able to find this for so cheap. That is it for this video. Those are all the things that I picked up this month and that I've been loving to use. I love all these makeup products. I don't actually think I have a product that I dislike that I bought this month, and obviously the clothes I all love, and the book. I just think this was a really good month. In terms of the purchases that I made, not necessarily like, you know, in terms of human rights and health. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to check out the resources that I will have listed in the description box for ways that you can help support the Black Lives Matter movement, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!